It's gonna be a totally rad day. This is not an attractive look for me.
There may be some blisters involved by the time we get back.
I'm Tammy and this is my husband Scott. We are two artists who, when faced with mounting health challenges, decided, you know what? Life's way too short. So we sold our home and most of our stuff to move into a home on wheels. Along with Gracie and Jasper, we've hit the road full time in search of new landscapes and experiences. We'd love to have you join us as we navigate our way through this RV lifestyle. And until further notice, our mission is to explore, create, and inspire.
Yep, we've been radicalized. So we decided that 10 wheels wasn't enough to maintain and take care of, so we just added 4 more. We're a 14-wheeler now.
We went and got ourselves a couple of RAD Ebikes. Why'd we do that, babe?
Because Daddy's got bad knees.
And Mama's got bad hips.
Yeah. And the reason we picked this model was both of them fold in half.
That's my bike folded up in the back seat.
Which makes it pretty easy to store them either in the back of the truck or in the RV.
The other reason we picked the RAD over some of the other e-bikes out there are because they had them in stock.
We were in Seattle. That's the hub for RAD, and we went right down and they had them on the showroom floor and we picked them up. And if you're in Seattle and you're interested in just riding a RAD bike, you can go down to their store and you can check one out by presenting your driver's license. You can go ride through the streets of Seattle and
test it out.
See how you like it.
And that was the other reason we decided to go with RAD, because we wanted to really get on them and see if we felt like it was something worth investing in and that we would feel comfortable riding. And Scott's a big guy and these are little bikes and we weren't sure how he'd fit.
Oh, good.
And so we felt like, let's go RAD. Let's go RAD or let's go home.
So far we've got about 100 miles on these and we're loving them. There's some fine tuning that needs to take place. We're gonna have to spend a little bit of time on YouTube University to figure out how to do it. But we have been having a blast. And the thing that I love about it most is Tammy can keep up with me.
For us, with our bad joints, it's been a great way to get out and broaden our horizons and see more territory. If we're getting tired, we just kick in a little e-bike help and we're good to go. He loves it, I love it, and we're gonna take you on some of our favorite rails to trails bike rides in Washington, and we'll do a full review later when we've got a few more miles on them and tell you all about how they work.
So we picked up this map at REI and it's got all the bike trails in Thurston County. We're gonna go down to Yelm and then we're gonna ride probably from Yelm to Rainier and maybe to Tenino. Want to go bike riding or you want to go find the hot dogs that we're smelling?
I don't know, there's some German sausage smelling very good at the farmer's market.
Maybe a brat and a beer instead of a bike ride?
Maybe a beer and a bike ride?
Okay.
Brakes are getting a little better. We're doing that bedding the brakes, is that what it's called? We should probably do this at a quieter area.
Yeah, and we're here.
My bum hurts.
Should we do Tenino and turn around and go back?
We should get me a bigger, softer, cushiony seat.
They make one bigger?
I need a woman's seat. Baby's got back, what can I say?
This bike trail system, they've got fix-it stations along the way. You've got a pump. So we're in Tenino, we're just at the beginning of the city park. If we ride on up here about a quarter of a mile, we're gonna be at the end of the trail. So we ought to complete it. Guy was listening to mariachi music while he was riding.
Pretty cool.
There's nothing wrong with having a little Bluetooth and jamming out while you're riding your bike.
You can keep that to yourself in your earbuds. I like the sounds of nature. I think we've gone 12 miles from Yelm to Tenino, and my battery's still full. And there goes the bike with the mariachi music. There's this awesome quarry pool waterfall coming down. I've read about it. You can go swimming in it, but it looks like it's closed. It'd be pretty fun at the end of a long bike ride to be able to jump in it though. What's wrong, babe?
I need a softer seat. I didn't think I would, but I do.
Do you take back all that teasing me about my butt hurting now?
Yeah, there may be some blisters involved by the time we get back.
So at the end of the trail, they have a little remnants of the old rail track with the caboose. The old historic depot stations down here. It's a museum now, but it's not open. And the historic schoolhouse. Super cool. As you know from watching our videos, we love finding historic things. So this was an unexpected surprise.
It'd take us an hour going at your speed. Let's just throttle it and
my speed's good.
Get back in a half hour.
Babe, you just got done telling me not to fall, and now you're telling me to go really fast. The house is a disaster, but we don't care. We've been working really hard on videos and websites and pictures, so we're gonna get out and go for a bike ride today. That's what's happening in our RV life. Jasper, is it okay if we go on a bike ride without you today? Is that okay? Will you be a good boy? Gracie, are you gonna be a good girl and have a nap while we're gone? Huh? Yeah, okay, good girl.
Yeah, back in the very beginning we put sensors in all throughout the coach and down in the basement. So when we're out and about we can dial up and see what temperature it is inside the house. Make sure the electricity is still on. Because you need that for the animals.
And if it's just way too hot, we don't leave them. We just stay home with them just in case.
The reason we bought these ramps was because Tammy just couldn't quite lift these bicycles by herself all the way up into the truck bed.
So we got these ramps to load the bikes up because we were finding that Scott isn't very strong. Actually, they're really heavy bikes and very hard to get up into the back of the truck. We didn't want to invest in a hitch for the bikes because when we're traveling, of course, our fifth wheel goes back here and the bikes can go in our fifth wheel. And this just made more sense and was cheaper. Scott's got this handy milk carton for the back of his bike. Milk cartons are hard to come by. We're lurking high and low for another one for the back of my bike. Nowhere to get a milk carton? Anyway, we're in the beautiful historic town of Orting, Washington. And we're gonna hit the trail and go toward Buckley, I think it's called. And there's Mount Rainier, right there. Boop, boop. Mount Rainier, we're coming for you. Had to take a little breather. It's a warm day. All these bridges are awesome, and there's streams and rivers, and people are down playing in them, which looks really refreshing. They're a long way down, and I don't know how to get there. Anyway, we passed, I think it's called Prairie. Now we're on our way to Buckley, and then I think that's the end of the line. So we're gonna head there and then turn around. What a beautiful rails to trails. This might be my favorite one so far. So lush and green. Feels like we're in a different country. Just waiting for a monkey to come out of the trees.
We're starting here. We're gonna ride here and then up there. It's about 16 miles. It's on the rails to trails, so there's not a hill out there because the railroad used to take that route.
Railroads don't go over hills?
Well, just gradual inclines and gradual descents.
That's my kind of trail. I like gradual everything. Here's the trailhead at Woodard Park. It's a beautiful park, by the way, to come hang out at. I'm gonna hit the trail and go north toward the South Puget Sound.
I love these bike trails. There's ponds with lily pads everywhere.
There are so many berry bushes and beautiful flowers. We're gonna have endless berry picking pretty soon. We'll have to take you on a bike riding, berry picking adventure. This is why we never get anywhere quick, because when traveling with a photographer, you gotta stop and take pictures. I don't know if you're like us and you love seeing the different foliage, trees and plants in the new places that you go, but I just love discovering new things. Drop a comment below if you're into foliage too. Sorry about my dorky looking helmet, by the way. Hey, how you doing? But it's what I've got. What we need to put on our wish list, babe, I'm already deciding we need these because I can't communicate with you. I heard, just like when we had our motorcycles, they make bike helmets with speakers so that you can communicate with your riding buddy.
I like my helmet.
You don't want to hear me talking in your ear while we're riding?
But you're gonna have a helmet that goes over your ear?
I don't know, we'll have to research it, but some people said they loved them. And then when you leave me in the dust, I can say, babe, wait, come back. Or
just ring your bell 3 times.
No, or I could say, babe, look at that beautiful view. You just went by that and didn't even see it. I just want to be able to communicate with you. I don't think he loves the idea as much as I do. Maybe he likes the peace and quiet, but I like the idea, and I need a cuter helmet than this.
I know it's tough that there's a time in the day when you can't be talking to me, but you know, a guy's got to have a little bit of open road and peace.
I'm not on board with that. Guess what you're getting for Christmas?
That's what I'm talking about.
You can listen to
forget
music
the
too.
Communication helmets. I want to be able to listen to Gordon Lightfoot.
You know the other problem, babe? It like pushes my double chin. Look at that. This is not an attractive look for me.
When I ring my bell 3 times, it means, come on, let's go. The road from about here all the way up onto the peninsula here, and the bay is just a stone's throw. Woodard Bay is just a stone's throw away. So let's go see if we can see it.
We found a perfect kayaking spot. Woodard Bay, we're coming back. That was a fun ride.
It was. I'm hurting. Yeah, awesome bike trail. That railroad carried over 1 billion
Really?
board feet of timber.
And then they just tore it all down to give us a bike trail?
Yeah, they're not using it anymore. So.
Well, I love it when they turn railroads into bike trails. They're just such nice meandering trails through the woods and stuff. It's super cool. I was getting bugs in my ears. Were you getting bugs in your ears?
No, but you're putting a bug in my ear right now. What is your invention?
So I was thinking during the ride about an invention. There needs to be like a little screen, because I still want to hear the sounds of nature. But if you could have like a little earbud with a screen so that the bugs don't go in your ears. Just to put in, that's comfortable. Because I have a fear of the bugs going in there, and then I'm like trying to get them out and try not to wreck the bike. And, you know, worrying they're going to get down in my ear. Do you think someone already invented that? Do you think it's a good idea? Are you just agreeing with me?
Yeah. I didn't get any bugs in my ears. So.
Oh, it must just be the shape of my ears.
Yeah.
I got several bugs in my ears, and I'm like, we need something to solve that problem. Anyway, that's my idea. Let me know if you know of a bug ear filter thingy that I can get while we're bike riding.
Rush out and get a patent on that.
It's a dang good idea. Yep, we've gone rad. Go rad or go home. It's gonna be a rad week. How many times can I say rad in this video? We haven't made it more than 500 feet and we already don't know which way to go. This is starting out well.
Hey, hey guys.
I hate my helmet. It's like a little girl helmet. Could you so kindly braid my hair so it's not getting all tangled on our bike ride? We should probably do this interview not in a loud intersection.
Yeah, I love the bicycles because you can control how tired you get. And at my age, that's a good thing.